So let's see the next question. A farmer divides his herd of n cows among his 4 sons so that the first son gets 1/2 of the herd, the second one 1/4, the third and fourth son gets 4 cows each. What is the value of n? So first write total number of cows with farmer is given as n. To first son he gives half of the total number, that is 1/2 n. To the second son he gives 1/4 of the total number, that is 1/4 n cows he gives to the second son. To the third son he gives 7 cows, and also to the fourth son he gives 7 cows. So the sum of all these would be equal to n. So we equate it here, we get 1/2 n plus 1/4 n plus 7 plus 7 equals n, that is 3/4 n plus 14 n, 14 equals n, that is 1/4 n equals 14, n equals 14 into 4, that is equals 56. That is 56 is the number of cows that the farmer put. So let's see the next question. If 15 men working 9 hours a day can reap a field in 16 days, in how many days will 18 men reap the field working 8 hours a day? So this is the question. So we will see the work done by men in one day. What is the work done by men? One man in one day is equal to 1/16 into 9 into 15. You might be wondering how you got this digit. Okay, I'll just say you the concept how we get this. Okay, so in the question it's given that 15 men working 9 hours a day can reap a field in 16 days, right? So 15 men working 9 hours for 16 days, a complete work is done. So this could be divided into 16 equal parts, right? So each day the men completes 1/16. 15 men completes 1/16th of the work in one day, right? 1/16th of the work in one day, right? So in one day, for how many hours they work? They work for 9 hours a day. So 1/16 into 9 hours work in one day, right? This is for 15 men, right? These both are for 15 men. So for one man, work done will be equal to 1/15 into 16 into 9. So this is the work done by one man in total. Okay, is the concept clear? So work done by one man in one day is equals 1/16 into 9 into 15. So in the same way, we have to calculate in how many days will 18 men reap the field working 8 hours a day. So we can write this as work done by one man in one day equals 1 by x into 1 by x into 8 into 18. Okay, in the question I'll tell you this also, this is same as this only, like x is the number of days, that is we have to find the number of days in the answer, that we put it as x, and 8 is the working hours in one day, and 18 is the number of men. So we equate this equation number 1 and equation number 2 and solve for x. So we get it as 1 by 16 into 9 into 15 is equals to 1 by x into 8 into 18. So by solving for x equals 16 into 9 into 15 divided by 8 into 18. So we get the answer as 15 days. So the answer is 15 days. So let's look into the next question. If 20% of A equals B, then B% of 20 is same as 4% of A, B is 5% of A, C is 20% of A, and D is none of these. So first let's solve this thing, that is what is given in the question is 20% of A equals B, that is we can write this as 20 by 100 into A equals B, right? So 20 by 100 is 1 by 5, therefore A equals A by 5 equals B, right? So we substitute the value of B, that is A by 5, in the second equation. That is B% of 20 is B by 100 into 20. What is B here? B is A by 5. So A by 5 into 1 by 100 into 20, right? So we can write this as, we can cancel 5 and 20, we get this as 4. So we can write this as 4% of A, or vice versa, that is A% of 4. We can write it in both terms, but in question it's given 4% of A is one of the options, so we write 4% of A as the answer. So the next question is, if log 27 is equal to 1.437, then the value of log 9 is. So for this we have a formula, log A raised to B is equal to B log A. This is the formula we are using here. That is, we can write log 27 is equal to 1.437. That is, log 3 cube is equal to 1.437. So according to the formula, log A raised to B equals B log A, right? So we can apply it here. We can write it as 3 log 3 is equal to 1.437. That is, log 3 is equal to 1.437 divided by 3, which is equal to 0.477. Okay, so we got the value of log 3. What is the value that we want? We want the value for log 9. I'll write it here. Log 9 is equal to log 3 square, right? 3 into 3 is 9, right? So we can write this as, with this formula we can write this as 2 log 3. What is the value of log 3? We have already obtained it as 0.477, right? So we substitute the value here, 2 into 0.477, and we get the value as 0.954. So let's see the next question here. The average age of 8 persons increased by 2 years when 2 women are included in place of 2 men of ages 20 and 24 years. Find the average age of the woman. So let's write the question here, that is x1 plus x2 plus x6 plus x7 plus x8 by 8 is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x6 plus x7 plus x8 whole divided by 8. So LHS and RHS is equal here. We will incorporate the what is given in the question in this formula. So it's given that 2 women were added, like when 2 women are included in the place of 2 men. So we write this, we say x7 and x8, 2 women were added of ages 20 of ages not given for woman of say W1 plus W2. 2 women were added in place of 2 men of ages 20 and 24. So here we change this as 20 plus 24. So it's also given that when this is done, the average age of 8 persons increased by 2 years. So here there is an increase of 2 years, right? So this is the formula here. We can solve this. 2 plus x1 plus x2 plus dot dot x6 whole divided by 8 plus 20 plus 4, 24 whole divided by 8 equals x1 plus x2 plus x3 dot dot x6 whole divided by 8 plus w1 plus w2 divided by 8. Here in the second step, all we did is we split up this equation into 2 parts, and we split this equation into 2 parts, right? So this and this gets cancelled, right? And we solve the equation, that is 20 plus 24 is 44. 44 by 8 plus 2 equals W1 plus W2 by 8, right? So we take the LCM here and we get it as 16 plus 44 by 8 equals W1 plus W2 by 8. 8 and 8 gets cancelled, so we get it as W1 plus W2 is equal to 16 plus 44 is 60. So the age of W1, that is age of the 2 women, is equal to 60. So what is given in the question? Find the average age of the woman. So we can take this average as W1 plus W2 by 2, that is equals 60 by 2 equals 30. So this is our answer. So we will see the next question here. An article is bought for rupees 600 and sold for rupees 500. Find the loss percentage, right? So the options given is 16 4 by 3%, 33 1 by 3%, 16%, 16 2 by 3%, right? We have 4 options here. So first we can write this as, what is CP here? That is cost price is equal to rupees 600 and selling price and is equal to, that is SP equals rupees 500. We have a formula for loss percentage. Loss percentage equals loss by CP into 100. What is the formula for loss? Loss equals CP minus SP. Right. So we calculate loss percentage is equal to, what is loss? CP minus SP. Right. So 600 minus 500 divided by, what is CP here? It's 600. 600 into 100. Right. Equals 600 minus 500 is 100 divided by 600 into 100. 0 and 0 here get cancelled. 100 by 6 is equals, we can write this as 100 divided by 6 is equals 1, 6, 46, 36, 4. Right. So we can write this as 16, 6 by 4 in the form of mixed fraction. Right. We can just reduce this and write this as 16, 2 by 3. So here D is the answer, 16, 2 by 3 percentage.